Well, I know what the girls in America's man's man land are thinking. How can I get a man this New Year's Eve like America's man's man? Well, obviously, there's only one of me, but if you go on societyhub.org, make sure you get your name on the list to be a part of Society Hub. And you'll find decent, I don't know if I'd trust them with my nieces, but you get the idea. They're for the most part, they're a bang-up crowd. I mean, listen, these are millennials. We're millennials, so what do you want? I mean, if you can get a guy gets out of bed in the morning, for millennials, that's like way up here. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Guy's not drinking himself to death every Friday and Saturday night. This is the millennial generation, man. I mean, not smoking a bong. Doesn't have a million tattoos. Go to societyhub.org. But I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd say go to a good church is where you used to be able to find decent men, but there aren't any decent churches, at least in Massachusetts. Now, down in Texas, that church where the security guys shot down the shooter. Now that's a good place. Okay, that's a good place. I mean, what do you want? What's your first kind of responsibility in the church? Well, they'll know them by the love that they have for each other, is what the Bible says about what a church should be, and what kind of capable church is going to look out, is going to do you best, is really kind of looking after God. Well, they're looking after you effectively, and they're able to take down a shooter who might shoot you, okay? Because millennials, not millennials, the fake news has really created a world where the natural order of the day is terrorism and shootings. And now there's a movement to abolish the police. This is the grandiose ideas of the Elizabeth Warren types and the judicial activists at Harvard University. We're going to abolish the police. Isn't that wonderful? It's a wonderful idea. You're safer in Texas, in a nice church, not a nice church, in a dangerous church. You're safer in Texas's dangerous churches with good Godward men than you are at Harvard University, where, by all counts, I mean, we had the whole, we're Boston strong. Are you really? I walked through the site of the marathon bombing the day before it happened. Oblivious. I was just, I've never checked out the marathon scene before. I was just like, this is kind of cool. Got some free stuff, but just the day before, 24 hours before some awful Islamist came and did what they're doing to the rest of America, because leftists like Joe Biden, like Elizabeth Warren, let it happen. Because terrorists are really good people inside. Everybody's a good person. Hate has no home here. Peace and love. Peace I come. Everybody, peace. It's the mantra of globalism. New York's Mayor Bill de Blasio wants to abolish the police department. Wants to embarrass, wants to humiliate the protectors of the people. Peace, hate has no home here. Everybody's good. The Islamists are good. The terrorists are good people. We just have to hug them enough. The sodomites are good people. They're just looking for love. That's why they stick the kids together and tell them to do each other up the ass. It's funny. I was talking to some people on Twat the other day. Don't ask me why I'm on Twat. Twat, Jack Dorsey's Twat. Twatter. Twittoria. That Twat. You know what Twat I'm talking about. So I was on Twat the other day. There were some of these do-gooder Elizabeth Warren abolished the police, hate Trump at all costs, fake newser types, you know the type, the millennial bong smoking beatniks with the little man buns, you know, who attack good people, attack the police department, that kind of twat. So I was on Twitter the other day. Don't ask me why. And they, you know, I recently got out of Twitter jail recently. Thank you. Listen, I wasn't talking about actually mentally handicapped person. I called the leftists retards because they're retards. Anyway, so I was on Twat the other day. These guys, you know, the fake news brainwashed millennials. I grew up with these people, okay? I grew up in Boston. This is my briar patch. These twatters say, "Oh, is Peter still anti-gay?" I am one of the gayest people in the world, if gay means happy. You know that? I'm so bloody gay. I crap rainbows. I do. I really do. It's one. You should try the rainbows that I crap, because I don't know. Homosexuals seem to love me for some reason. But so anyway, everybody loves me, but I'm America's man's man. These guys, is Peter Vidala still anti-gay? What I wanted to say was, no, I've managed to find happiness by kicking other men up the ass. You know, like the great El Rushbo says. That's what the illegals call Rush Limbaugh, El Rushbo. As the great El Rushbo has been fond of saying, you know, you can't find fulfillment in asking another man to bend over and putting it in, you know, in the exit end, you know, of a human. It just doesn't make sense. And if you think about it, millennials, how stupid can you possibly be? How stupid can you possibly be to conflate as an American as such a fundamentally concept as equality with ramming someone else up their ass? I mean, really, is that what equality means to you? Well, equality means different things to different people. You know, we all have to each his own. To each his own. Really? Sticking your penis in another man's anus? I think that's what the French Americans call it, anus. I mean, when you really think about the lie that the fake news has been feeding you all these years, and you believe it just because you've seen it on television, this is equality? This is equality, sticking your penis in another man's anus? If it makes them happy, well, this can't possibly hurt anybody, as long as they're not hurting anybody. What about each other? What about the anal bleeding, the rectal cancer? Or maybe you're a disciple of even dirtier things. We'll call it oral sex, even though none of this is actually sex at all. Sex is, sex. The Puritans knew what sex is. They encouraged it in all the right ways. In fact, if you weren't having sex with your wife, your Puritan pastor would have something to say about it to you. But no, what homosexuals do is not sex. It is, it's really the biggest crime against humanity one can do, and we're allowing it among ourselves, among Americans. Equality? Ramming other people up the ass? No, that's not equality. It's not American, and it's certainly not Christian. This is America's Man's Man, americasmansman.com.